Hello, welcome to RMU Focus. My name is Colby Sherwin, and Cam is back from a long night of fun. Take that any way you want. Cam, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I was gone last week, had a eventful Thursday night at PPG Paints Arena. I don't know what you were inciting, but it was great. I watched a show last week. It was a great one. You want to talk about last week's show?
Yeah, speaking of last week, Nate Breisinger joined me. He sat down with Ann LaHoda of Res Life, and we broke down events going on in Pittsburgh and here on campus, and we gave our places to be. So Cam, what are you excited for today?
I'm just excited for today. Today's a beautiful day out. The weather's getting better and better. There's an ice cream truck outside. Got some nice little s'mores ice cream. Did you get ice cream yet?
No, I was working on the show, unfortunately. Well, if you're looking to have a shamrocking good time, RMU would like you to remember these simple rules. Please avoid large gatherings, please follow the guidelines, wear a mask, make sure you are socially distanced, and monitor yourself for the symptoms of COVID-19. Fever and or chills, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, sore throat, headache, congestion, or runny nose.
Well, this week in Pittsburgh, we have Concert Crave Artist Showcase. Check out some of the local artists as they compete to grow their music. This event begins at 3 o'clock on the 14th. And also on the 14th, the Feudal's Harmer House, the Pittsburgh Reptile Show, will be taking place where you can go and see thousands of reptiles on display and sale. You will not be seeing this place as my place to be, Colby. I am not a fan of reptiles. And finally, if you're over the age of 21 and looking for a fun time, check out Margarita Crawl as its tour makes its stop in Pittsburgh. Tickets cost just $30 and takes place from 2 to 8.
Well, I definitely won't be going to that reptile show, but let's talk about what's going on in Pittsburgh this week. St. Patrick's Day is this week on Wednesday. To celebrate, Pittsburgh will have a safe, socially distanced event at Riley's Poorhouse from 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. The Pittsburgh Cultural Trust will host this virtual event. A few rounds of Shane McGrawn's deep dives into the life of the tortured Irish vocalist who famously combined traditional Irish music with punk rock.
Tomorrow at 2, you can partake in the 4th Avenue virtual tour. The tour will focus on the part of the district that was formerly known as Pittsburgh Wall Street. It will also look at how old buildings are being repurposed today. Tickets cost just $7.50, and the tour will be conducted via Zoom.
Don't miss out on this new spectacular show creating color from above in the Spring Flower Show. Philip's signature displays will delight not only in beds below, but baskets above, and design creating a world of color waiting to be explored with whimsical elements suspended in air and to tall blooming trees, creating color overhead. Guests are encouraged to look up and look forward to this seasonal of renewal.
I like the whimsical in there. That was fun. But you may have missed it, but Tuesday was National Meatball Day, and to celebrate, Emporio and Tito Rooftop Beer Garden will be hosting a weekend-long celebration of the Italian delicacy. The restaurants will be having food and drink specials, as well as daily raffles for $100 gift cards to be used in future and other meatball merchandise. Colby, I have that Mrs. T's pierogi shirt, and I think I need to stop by and grab one of those meatball shirts. That sounds nice. Get some meatball merchandise, would you? That sounds like a Cameron purchase.
You know I love meatballs. I'm going to have to go to this event. Well, there will be no St. Patrick's Day parade in Pittsburgh for the second straight year in a row, but there will be parties across the region, and the country is urging that they be small. After a few weeks of falling COVID cases numbers in the past 2 weeks have plateaued in Allegheny County and across the nation. County officials do not want to see another spike. County Executive Rich Fitzgerald would like to remind everyone to stay safe this St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you, Colby, for giving the warnings that COVID is still very well relevant. Here are some safe ways to celebrate your St. Patrick's Day, though. Riley's Poorhouse this weekend, stated earlier by Colby, this weekend and Wednesday will be hosting all the Irish music you want all day long. Book your table now to ensure you have a seat and won't miss out on the blast of a holiday. COVID restrictions do apply.
Lucky for you, you can learn to frost St. Patrick's Day cookies like a pro over Zoom. It doesn't take the luck of the Irish to make your own expertly frosted cookies. Join the Threadable pastry experts to learn foundations of turning plain sugar cookies into bright and whimsical, Cam's favorite words, treats from the comfort of your home. A cookie decorating kit for 2 participants that includes 12 cookies, icing colors, 2 varieties of sprinkles, and 2 decorating tools.
Luck of the Irish is a great Disney movie, one of my favorites. But Colby, I'm noticing a theme to this episode: Irish music. Yes, here's another event you can be a part of. The Pittsburgh Irish Festival is hosting the Spring Live Stream series all month long. Some performers currently scheduled this month include Shane Hennessy, Colm Keegan, and the Bowtides. Check it out.
Join us for celebrating the opening of Light and Transmission, PGC's first neon and plasma exhibition. The virtual celebration is on Facebook Live. It features remarks by creator Percy Exholes II, Vice President of the Board of Directors for the Museum of Neon Art in Glendale, California. He creates 2- and 3-dimensional neon art. Over the years, he has created a number of forms in various sizes that include sea life, art craft, radio, cameras, etc. The smallest 3D plane he has made has a 6-inch wingspan, and the largest 3D neon shark is 11 inches long.
While we all celebrate Irish culture with St. Patrick's Day, we cannot forget it's Women's History Month, and a way you can celebrate it is with The Heart Lives Through the Hands by Contemporary Craft. Renowned artist Swoon was the first woman to gain large-scale recognition in the male-dominated world of street art. Her works of art address the relationship between people and their built environment. Visit contemporarycraft.org for more details on planning your visit.
The Commoner is an upstairs Hotel Monaco experience with restaurants reopening. The importance of social distancing in the mind, the Commoner allows you to dine with them in the privacy of your own hotel room. The experience includes 3-course dinner for 2 guests delivered to your room via service by the room dining team. The hotel is happy to enhance your experience with beverages of your choice. The cost for any overnight stay is $99 plus tax. You can have the first course of iceberg wedge salad along with Talgano Restito for the main course. You can have beef tenderloin or halibut. For dessert, you can have cheesecake, custard, or milk chocolate.
That sounds delicious. Well, Colby, with this warm weather on its way, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite things to do: mini golf. And speaking of mini golf, a new pop-up mini golf course is set to open in Oakland. Oakland Opens is a new 9-hole course in between Forbes and Senate Street. It's free to play, but you're asked to request a time slot. It's set to stay open until April, but can change due to popularity. To schedule your time slot, visit the Pittsburgh Innovation District website.
Well, Cam, with warm weather, you're right about mini golfing, but another place that opens is amusement parks. Kennywood and Sandcastle are looking to hire 1,500 workers as they prepare for the 2021 season. Kennywood is opening for its 123rd season on May 8th. After closing earlier last year in September, Sandcastle will open its pools and water slides for Memorial Day weekend on May 22nd. Together, Kennywood and Sandcastle are looking to hire 1,500 part-time and full-time positions. You can apply online at Kennywood and Sandcastle's websites.
Colby, did I ever tell you that I used to work at an amusement park?
Really?
Dutch Wonderland back home. What a blast of a time that was.
Well, when we come back, I'll be sitting down with Colonial Sports Network's Editor-in-Chief, Nick Hederick. You won't want to miss it. Stay right here on RMU Focus.
Chance, high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and fur. I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Colby Sherwin is sitting down with our beloved TV personality, editor-in-chief of Colonial Sports Network, Nick Hederick. Colby, take it away.
Thank you, Cam and Nick. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me. I should have brought a tissue. Cam's introduction made me a little teary-eyed, but I'll fight forward for the fans at home.
All right, so my first question is, why did you join CSN?
I joined CSN my freshman year. I didn't do a whole lot, unfortunately, just trying to get acclimated to the college life and stuff. But my second semester here of my freshman year, I started writing more. My editor, Sam Anthony, who works at NBC now for the Premier League, he kind of told me, hey, just try it, and I think you're going to be good at it, so go give it a go. And that's what I did, and I've kind of been hooked on it since. I love the writing aspect, the TV aspect, and the podcasting aspect. And the more I kind of dove into those things, the more opportunities presented themselves.
You spoke about Sam Anthony at NBC. What job after school would you want the most?
Whoever's offering me a salary. You can laugh. You can't be too picky in the media world. That's one thing I've learned. I have some good opportunities right now. Freelancing and interning with a couple places here in Pittsburgh. So hopefully one of those opportunities turns into something more full-time or part-time. But I'd love to stay in this area or my home area of Erie. But yeah, anywhere remotely close I'd like to stay. But in terms of whether it's writing, TV, radio, I don't really care. Just anything that allows me to do what I enjoy doing, which is any of those three things.
Well, have any of those three things presented with an internship yet?
Yeah, I'm interning right now with Pittsburgh Sports Now. Alan Saunders and everyone there is really good to me, really helpful, gives good feedback. And I've just really enjoyed the opportunities, as I just said, that they presented, covering Pitt games, covering Duquesne games, RMU stuff. It's been a lot of fun. It's fun to get feedback from people that aren't, other students that are in roles of editors and stuff and advisors, but people that are really currently right now working jobs in the field that I want to get into. So it's good to hear where I'm at compared to them.
You spoke about your freshman year a little earlier. Can freshmen get involved in their first semester with CSN?
Absolutely. We're always looking and trying to open doors. Our new writer right now, Nate Roberts, he's getting about an article or two a week. You can jump right in. You might not get to cover exactly what you want to cover from a sports perspective right away, but you can definitely jump right in and do whatever you want. We're all pretty level-headed, I'd say, here. Don't shy away from giving people opportunities if they want them. And we're really liberal in terms of letting people, create what they want to create.
So what is a day-to-day or your role like as editor-in-chief for Colonial Sports Network?
As editor-in-chief, I try to see more big-picture stuff. I've kind of taken the back seat and doing, making sure I write X amount of times a week or a month or something, and I kind of try to just guide people, give advice, come up with bigger picture ideas, and try to guide people like yourself, like the freshmen, and kind of help them develop their writing. I know what I can do skill-wise, and I'm obviously trying to improve. But right now, my main goal is to give back to the juniors, the sophomores, the freshmen, and help them develop, give them some knowledge that I've learned from my other opportunities and from the people that I've learned from here, and try to make sure they're in the best possible position when I graduate, hopefully in May.
How has COVID affected your job or your role as editor-in-chief?
It's been weird because, there was something about going to games and just walking into that atmosphere of, a full college arena or an almost full college arena, just feeling it hit you in the gut. It's a feeling that you can't really describe. And knowing that you're there to cover that game and tell the story to the folks at home that couldn't make it, and to the people there that might want to, see it through someone else's eyes, Not having that aspect is really unique, but there's also a really cool sense of pride in knowing that I'm getting to cover games and being one of the only people allowed in the arena, and I'm allowed to share that story with people. And it's awesome in that regard. But doing interviews over Zoom and stuff, I'm not a fan of. I'm a big social cue kind of person. So those aren't too ideal for me, I should say. But I mean, it's a great opportunity. We still get to do things like interview the coaches and players we want. I don't really think we've been turned down on an idea, so it's all about adapting, and we've had to adapt. But you know, I'm really proud with the lead that everyone's taken this year under me on my staff.
So what's been your favorite memory as a member of Colonial Sports Network?
Oh man, probably when Colby Sherwin asked me onto RMU Focus to talk about the show. No, I mean, it's hard to give one memory. I covered the Pitt game. I was a photographer. We let our editor-in-chief from last year cover that game. And just being on the court level for that game was incredible. Talked to Coach Toole from the basketball team earlier today with Austin Bechtold and Ethan Morrison, our producer of this show. That'll be up soon. That was awesome. I've always wanted to talk to Coach Toole. And then I talked to Coach Clark from the football team as well earlier this semester with Tyler Gallo. So, I mean, all of those opportunities are great. There's some great coaches here, and they're all very fair to us and appreciate the coverage. So anytime I think I got to talk to the coaches or players that openly shared their stories with me, I'm very thankful for those moments. And, you know, not covering them as a student's going to be weird.
This is the final question that I have for you today. If you have any advice...
That's it?
I apologize.
Okay.
If you had any advice for freshman you, what would it be?
In 3 years, this guy named Colby is going to come stay really far away from him. No. Freshman year me would say, you know, get involved earlier. I think that I missed out a little bit in building some connections with some seniors that graduated my first semester here, so graduated in the fall semester. I missed some good connections with them. I still talk to them once in a while. That's a stretch too. But, you know, not making those connections, and I think going out of your way to make more connections is something that's big. You know, every opportunity I've really had outside of RMU has been because of connections that I've made in word of mouth, and I think putting myself out there more in that regard, being more vocal on Twitter, reaching out just, you know, to other companies and saying, hey, like, do you need anyone to freelance or something? I think I would have tried to do that a little bit earlier.
Well, Nick, thank you so much for joining
Thanks for having me, Colby.
And congratulations on being editor-in-chief and just being a senior right now.
You know, the biggest accomplishment's talking to you, so thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're going to send it back over to Cam.
Well, thank you, Colby and Nick. And Nick, I'm happy I nearly moved you to tears. Well, if you want more news and updates, follow RMU Century Media to keep up with all things RMU and what's going on in the Pittsburgh area. And when we come back to RMU Focus, me and Colby will be right back here talking about RMU and Pittsburgh sports. Stay here at RMU Focus.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Could spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, through all of the strange foolishness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. After his 9-month-old son tested positive for COVID-19 and needed surgery, former Pittsburgh Steeler Ryan Switzer said Christian has been discharged from the hospital. Switzer and Christian went into surgery, and GI specialists found several sites of bleeding. He was moved from the ICU on Monday. Switzer said Christian was discharged on Tuesday evening, though they still don't have clear answers about what happened. Now, this is an ice story. The men's 2021 D1 Frozen Four will be back in Pittsburgh for the first time since 2013. The semifinals and finals will take place in PPG Paints Arena. Jennifer Hawkins, the executive director of Sports Pittsburgh, said, quote, "Though the tremendous time with live sports events it is a really big deal that Pittsburgh is hosting the 2021 Frozen Four. It's showing NCAA right holders that Pittsburgh can host an event under any circumstances," end quote. The games will take place April 8th through the 10th. Cam, fans will be allowed if RMU makes it. Do you think we can go?
Of course we would be going. I love hockey, and 2013, that was the first college hockey I started watching and really got into it. Well, as everyone knows, last week I missed the show after going to the Flyers-Penguins game where they blew a 3-0 lead. But as of today, you can go visit PPG Paints Arena yourself and see the city's beloved only when they're good Penguins. As their last 5 home games of March, tickets have gone on sale. The team will be selling tickets in pods of 2, 3, or 4. And sticking with those flightless birds, they have named 22-year-old Katrina Wu as the team's data scientist. We will be making and implementing a new way of statistics and evaluating the team and the players. She was previously employed at Carnegie Mellon University Sports Analytic Camp.
Now, Ethan is not a fan of this basketball coach, but Pitt men's basketball head coach Jeff Capel has been reprimanded by the University of Pittsburgh following his criticisms of officiating this past week. Capel was reprimanded for violating the ACC sportsmanship principle. Capel said, quote, "There's a double standards with this, and I'm tired of it. I'll get what happens, but the teams can talk to our bench. They can go crazy over a call and nothing happens. But when we've done a little bit, there's technical fouls. Really, for 2 years, it has been this way, but it really has been this year, especially over the last month and a half, and it's really frustrating because I don't know what to say to my team. It's really frustrating," end quote. The Panthers fell to Miami in the first round of the ACC tournament earlier this week. Well, Cam, when the Bucks take on the Cubbies to open up the 2021 season on April 1st, will they be able to bear the fans? That's right, the Cubs fans will be back. Mayor Lori Lightfoot said capacity for the Cubs at Wrigley Field and the White Sox at Guaranteed Rate Field will be set at 20%. That translates to as many as 8,000 fans for the White Sox home games and about 8,000 fans at Wrigley Field for the Cubs, and all of them must wear masks.
Last Sunday, RMU women's hockey accomplished something they haven't done since 2017, which was winning the CHA championship. They defeated the Syracuse Orange by a score of 1-0. The lone goal was scored by Jillian Thompson, and on the back end, Reagan Kirk, with the help of the Great Colonials defense, got the shutout. Maggie Burbage, with 3 goals over the tournament and 1 in overtime versus Mercyhurst to propel them to the finals, was named tournament's most outstanding player. The Colonials are 1 game away from being in the Frozen Four for the first time in program history, but it won't be easy as they will take on the #1 team in the nation, Northeastern Huskies, at 2 o'clock on Monday. Good luck, ladies. And over to the men's side, men's hockey team now. They will begin the Atlantic Hockey Playoffs as they have a quarterfinal matchup against Niagara Purple Eagles tonight. The Colonials were named Western Pod regular season champions and look to turn that into Atlantic Hockey champions with veteran leadership of players like Nick Perkusic and young talent like Randy Hernandez. The Colonials have their high hopes this postseason. Puck drop is tonight at 7:05. You can watch a game on Flow Hockey.
Can't get enough of Colonial Sports? Check out Colonial Sports Network. The writers such as Cam, Nick, and me have you covered as the football team begins their first season in the Big South. The softball, lacrosse, and soccer teams continue their season, and the hockey teams continue their march to the Frozen Four. It's all there for you at colonialsportsnetwork.com. When we come back, Cam and I will be giving our places to be. Find out right here on RMU Focus.
doesn't see race. Love is love.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes.
Make a plan today.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. This weekend we have some awesome events talking about some powerful women in our history here at RMU going on. Harriet Tubman and the Maryland Underground Railroad live stream Sunday at 8 p.m. as well as the Women's History Month Remembering the Ladies. Visit revolution.rmu.edu to register for these events.
Those sound like great events, but for this week, Delta Psi Epsilon will be hosting a St. Patrick's Candygrams event. It's on Monday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It takes place in the Nicholson Rotunda. Don't miss out. Also, the Actuarial Science Club will have their exam preparation panel as it has been set up to discuss anything and everything about actuary exams. They will be having a group of students with a wide range of exam experience and professional pathways to talk about their own tips and advice. It's on Tuesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. online. Finally, there will be hosting a St. Patrick's Blackout Poetry event here at RMU. They are going to have an event centered around drugs and alcohol awareness. We're going to have a St. Patty's Day themed mocktail while also having a chance to win prizes through the Blackout Poetry creations.
Meatball Day, move aside, it's Pie Day at 11 on Sunday at Hopwood Hall. Celebrate all things math and pie. Be a part of competitions such as pie memorizations, where individuals can win a smart TV or be a part of a team and compete in some math showdowns. And of course, there will be pies there. My favorite type of pie, Colby, is shoofly pie.
Sounds interesting. I've never actually had it.
Women's History Month is in full swing, and there's more, as on Tuesday you can join CA Megan in a fun night of women's history trivia. This is a great opportunity to learn more about the women that's shaped our world today. Sign up on Revolution and do not miss out.
This weekend, I have a simple one to watch that our producer Ethan is going to love. Any college basketball tournament you can watch it now. It's March. It's the best time of year to be a basketball fan. Selection Sunday is, well, on Sunday. The ACC tournament final will be tomorrow at 8:30 on ESPN. The Big Ten is Sunday. The Big Ten final is Sunday at 3 on CBS. The Big East final is Sunday as well at 6:30 on Fox. The Pac-12 is tomorrow at 7:30 on ESPN. And finally, the SEC final will be Sunday at 1 on ESPN.
Well, Colby, my place to be will be outside in nature. With the spring weather upon us, it's a great time to go out on a hike or an adventure and just take in the beauty of our world.
Well, Cam, you know where a great place to be in nature is? A cabin. My place to be is actually a cabin. We're going to go on a trip after the show, as a social pod will be safe, socially distanced with masks on at all times. It'll be a great time. I'm excited for it. We'll be making s'mores and we'll be having karaoke night. Ethan, that's going to be some fun. That'll be an interesting night for all. That I'm so excited. Cam, What do you think about this?
I like karaoke. I can't wait to see Ethan start singing songs. I wonder what song he's going to choose.
Yeah, Ethan.
I feel like he's more of a West Virginia, country roads.
Yeah, I think Ethan's going to be pretty good singing, but Cam, I need to hear you sing some songs.
Oh, dude, my voice is so beautiful. Oh, yeah. Give you a little sneak peek. We saved that for our RMU tonight.
Well, thank you for joining us on RMU Focus. For Ethan Morrison and everyone upstairs, Allie down here, Cam, I'm Colby Sherwin. Thank you for joining us on RMU Focus. See you next week.